So much so that most wanted Maoist terrorist and General Secretary Basavaraju, aka Nambala Keshavarao, who had a bounty over 10 crores on his head, has been eliminated in an encounter. 26 other Maoist terrorists have also been eliminated. Who is this person? He was appointed head of the Maoist military operation in 2008 to plan and execute attacks. He received training in ambush tactics and explosives from former LTTE fighters. Primary areas of operation were Chhattisgarh, Telangana, parts of Maharashtra. He planned the 2008 Balli Mela attack on greyhounds, police killing 37 personnel, masterminded the 2010 Dantewada ambush, killing over 70 CRPF personnel, planned the 2013 Sukma attack killings, Sulva Judum founder Mahendra Karma and 27 others. But it is a supreme travesty that when we are making historic gains against Maoist terror, the India bloc parties have launched a misguided protest slamming the centre's operations as, quote, extrajudicial killings, unquote. The Communist Party of India, the CPIM, has come out and said we strongly condemn the encounter of 27 Maoists, including their General Secretary Nambala Keshav Rao in Chhattisgarh from the celebratory post of Union Home Minister Amit Shah. It is clear the state is spreading Operation Kagar as an extrajudicial extermination campaign and taking credit for killing citizens and surpassing Adivasi protests against corporate plunder and militarization in the name of combating Maoism, unquote. What message does this send to our brave Jawans who walk into landmines and ambushes in the Red Corridor, viewers? What signal is sent to the Naxal leadership, now cornered and desperate, when political parties petition for a pause on their behalf? By crying excesses every time terrorists fall to the bullet, aren't these parties offering political cover to enemies of the state? Let's be clear, these are not tribal rights activists, these are hardened killers. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, when in office, himself called them the greatest national security threat. Maoists have killed 5,241 civilians. Maoists have killed 2,931 security forces. How do we know this? The South Asia Terrorism Portal has put out these figures between 2000 and 2024. Over 24 years, this is how many people they've killed. These figures underscore the significant human costs of the insurgency over the past 2 decades. And here a blood-soaked list of some heinous strikes against the state. And you can see them, Dantewada, viewers. 76 personnel of the CRPF killed. 2013, the Darbha Valley attack. A whole bunch of Congress leaders wiped out. 27 deaths, including senior political figures of that party. April 2017, Sukma attack. 25 CRPL personnel. I mean, the list is long and it's bloody and it's terrible, viewers. It's terrible. Labeling successful anti-Maoist operations as fake encounters is not just factually bankrupt, it emboldens the very forces that want to break India. Let's go and ask some questions tonight. Because these questions need to be asked of those who are today part of this group of people who are suggesting that we should show a huge amount of empathy to these people. Mr. Narayana, National Secretary of the CPI, is here with us. Mr. Narayana, why do you believe that these people should be engaged, that we should have a dialogue with them and not carry out these operations that we have done successfully in defense of our nation and to bring justice to hundreds and thousands of people who have been killed? Sir, over to you. Can you hear me? Mr. Narayana there? Can you hear me, Mr. Narayana? Okay, I don't think we have. Professor Muni, do you share this point of view of the CPI?
You know, Rahulji, see, I'm not here to defend Basavaraj's killing because after what happened in Dantewada, I don't think that those people who live by gun has to die by gun. But D. Raja's point of view on collateral damage, where Adivasis have been killed, there can be an investigation and inquiry regarding it. Which is concerning, because if there is someone who has passed away because of Adivasi who is innocent, that has to be noted down. But still I am saying those people who live by gun has to die with gun.
Okay, Dr. K. Narayana, one of our panelists. Can you hear me, Dr. Narayana? Are you there with us? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me, Mr. Narayana?
Yes, it's sound.
Yes, can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me clearly?
Hearing, but low voice.
Okay, well, you might have to increase your volume, but let me ask you, why do you believe?
Just increase volume.
Yes, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh gosh, we have a problem there.
Yes, I am hearing.
Okay, so can I ask my question, sir? Can you just pay attention to the question that I want to pose to you? Sir, what message is going out? Okay, do we have him or not? Director Saab, can you please tell me? Okay, Mr. Narayana, now you just need to pay attention to my question and don't speak, please. Just listen to my question. I'm asking you the question. Mr. Narayana, what message?
Tell me the question.
What message are you sending to people
For what?
like terrorists by making the statements that you are making? Aren't you emboldening terrorism in this country?
Yes, terrorism is the more dangerous to the country because they don't have any goal to create only anarchy. Though that should be curbed. That means I am not suggesting to India to go and war with Pakistan, but war with the terrorists. That is our contention. But this Modi government is potentially doubtful. Why? Because my friends have gone to from Kokarpalli, that place. That Pani Puri wala is told them that armed people are surrounding here. But when Pani people knows it, why the intelligence failure, how the government failure, how central intelligence failure, that is one thing. Secondly, after that incident, immediately Prime Minister went to Bihar and he has given a political speech because the election are coming.
So we are not talking about the Pakistan issue. We are talking about the Maoists. We are talking about the Maoists. Your party has taken a stand. You have said that the Maoists, these killings of these Maoists is an extrajudicial process, that this is the sign of a fascist government. Why do you believe that Amit Shah is acting like a fascist? Because that's what you've called him. You said he's a fascist. Why?
Yeah, now I understand your question. See, Naxalism is a basic principles are there. Maybe in a practical activity we are opposing them. We are differing. But they got certain goal, how to change the country.
What?
And that is the Naxalism based on some socio-political issue. So I am suggesting, we are suggesting, when you are prepared to discuss with the terrorists, why not you discuss with the Maoists, Naxalites? We are not ready to discuss with them. Though they offered, they are ready to discuss with central government. But Modi and the Amit Shah both are refused to discuss them. They want to kill. That means Naxal persons can be killed, but the ideological problem cannot be killed. That is a worldwide standard. If the persons goes, some person will come back. So the ideological difference is there. You can fight it back, not physically to isolate to eliminate.
But these Maoists don't recognize these Maoists don't recognize the Indian Constitution as a legitimate document. They want to overthrow the state. How can you negotiate with someone who wants to overthrow the state at the point of a gun?
No, that is a negotiation better than policy. Even opposition parties also opposing the government. They are opposing with the guns. We are deferring it. But at the same time, they got certain goal. You can't kill physically.
So they can now. There are 1 second, sir. There are reports, authenticated reports of mass rapes, brutalities, and tortures within these Maoist camps. Viewers, they hold people to hostage. So much so
these
that
are bogus reports, Baba.
Sir, please,
you are basing on bogus.
Sir,
you
there
are
are
basing
people
on
who
bogus reports and discussing all this here.
See, viewers, if people are wanting to be,
No,
what are
these
these
are
people
bogus
doing with
reports.
these guns?
How do you know about their camp?
These deaths that have taken place, viewers, which independent, I wish I had my notes here, viewers, but I'll just tell you, there have been independent reports, tabulations done by international groups of the killings that these people have undertaken of innocent civilians. And that number, viewers, I read out to you. Let's put out that graph there. And I just want to bring in one second, let me bring in Mr. Muni. 5,241 civilians have been killed. And we are expected to negotiate with these people. Did they negotiate with the people they've killed? No. They used their gun and shot them. Arundhati Roy said that they have a right to pick up the gun and attack the Indian state.
Rahulji, I am really shocked that how a person who believes in democracy can support Maoists. These people have raised guns against your own military, paramilitary forces. They have killed people in Dantewada. We all know. And what happens? And this is not today which is happening, it's happening for decades.
Okay.
And now, yes, you can raise concerns regarding the collateral damage, regarding innocence. But telling that Basavaraju should not be killed, why should not Basavaraju be killed?
I'll tell you, viewers, where this is coming from. Just look at the pictures on your screens. The left stands with, and these are part of the India bloc, viewers. You see the person on the left of your screens, viewers? Who that gentleman is? Or the extreme right of your screens, actually, if you're looking into your screen, that is Mr. Gilani. The left leaders went and hugged him. And he wanted Pakistan. He wanted to join Pakistan. He's a Kashmiri separatist. Viewers, the gentleman in your middle is the person who has been slaughtered. Because he has had a 10 crore bounty on his head. He never wanted to surrender. He wanted to kill people. And there you have, viewers, a gentleman who is in jail, even as we speak, the JNU crowd. And who supported them? The left. Shradha Poonawalla, I want to ask you, your government goes in there, gung-ho, according to the left, shoots up everybody, doesn't take anybody a prisoner. What kind of governance is this the left is asking tonight? Can you explain?
Yes, except that the left forgets to ask about the human rights of over 20,000 people who've been killed over the last 20 years by the Naxalites. The left governments and the left parties forget to ask about the human rights of all those people who were killed in the 2010 attack, the 2013, 2018, 19, 20 attack, including attacks on Congress leaders, which was orchestrated by this Naxalite, except that the left forgets to ask that they also support Hamas, Hezbollah, Afzal, Yaqub and other elements like this who have also strangulated the human rights of several people. But you know, look at the logic of the leftist spokesperson here. He says that they have a goal and objective to change the society. Change society with guns, sir. Your Samvidhan Bachao, I thought. And they have objective. Islamist jihad also has objective. Entire world should become Islamic. Hitler also had objective. Entire world should be without Jews. So are they justified to do what they were doing? And then Akashdeep Muni, hypocrisy ho to aisi ho. I am shocked, Rahul. I am so shocked. Arey bhai, if you are shocked, then why are you in alliance with them? इंडिया अलायंस में साथ में बैठेंगे, बोलेंगे राष्ट्र नीति और यहाँ पे बोलेंगे वोट नीति.
Okay.
What is this double नीति of yours?
Mr. Sethi, let me bring him in. Is there 1 second, sir?
Agree on all things,
Okay.
or disagree on all things.
Okay, fair enough. No prisoners approach. Fair enough. 1 minute. Let me bring in Mr. Sethi. Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. 1 second. Mr. Sethi, let me bring you in. Do you think there is a China angle here? I mean, the communist parties are speaking up as if they are losing their own kith and kin. Is there a China angle somewhere in the background?
You would be surprised to know, communists actually, they celebrate when Nepal's communist party comes into rule. There is a Bolshevik revolution. They will celebrate the centenary years. Left in India has been relegated to the museum now. You find these characters only in this museum where you go out and explore them and look at their fanciful ideas. All of a sudden, you will say they will start bursting firecrackers, and you will ask, Diwali is not there. They're like, no, this is the 100th year of Bolshevik revolution. So they live in a world where you and I will never be able to relate once again. And this is the reason perhaps nobody in India relates to anything that they say, and they have been relegated permanently to history now. In 1925, last point, in 1925, the communist movement started in this country. It is 2025. There was another ideology, RSS, which was brought in 1925. Look at where it's that ideology.
Right. I mean, I understand that. That's a valid point that you make. Yes, someone is losing relevance, and perhaps this is one way of staying relevant, at least in the public glare. But viewers, just a small one. We're going to leave it at this. Just a reminder, viewers, and think about this. Ask yourself this question. Why doesn't the left ever question China's human rights when it has interred millions of Muslims? Think about that.